Zach, are you buying or selling Julio Jones?
I am buying a bounce back for Julio Jones in 2021. Now, there's been way too much conversation, Badaki, of this quote unquote, I'll use finger quotes.
Right.
If you're watching on YouTube. There's been way too much talk of Julio Jones is injury prone. I'm sorry, but he's really not. From 2014 to 2019, Julio Jones missed a combined 4 games. Okay? 2020 was a completely different season. He only played 9 out of 16. But typically, Julio Jones is a very, very reliable wide receiver. Now, he is getting older, but he is an elite weapon, in my opinion. I still feel like he has the upside to be a top 12 wide receiver, maybe top 10 in 2021. Okay, the weapons are there. He's in an amazing offense. He had the issues with his hamstring, but you can expect that he has now recovered from that. The issue with the hamstring, similar to a couple other injuries that we're going to talk about on the show today, is when you have those injuries, the only thing to really help is time.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, what happens is either the player, the coaching staff says, you know what, no, I'm good to go. Get me in the game.
Yeah.
And then they're in the game, and they didn't actually give themselves enough time to fully recover.
Correct.
And that's what happened with Julio Jones all year. He thought the hamstring was good to go, came back too early, re-aggravated it. But I love where I'm getting Julio Jones right now in mock drafts. I know it's early and mock drafts could change, but we did a mock draft yesterday or 2 days ago with our community, and I was able to draft him in the mid-4th round. I was able to go running back heavy. I got Jonathan Taylor, it wasn't Antonio Gibson, Cam Akers, Josh Jacobs, and then in the 4th round, I was able to snag Julio Jones as my wide receiver 1. I am personally taking Julio Jones in the 4th round all day if he's there. For me, it's still an elite offense and a defense that, by the way, the guy Keanu Neal, he left this defense. He was one of their best players. This defense has only gotten worse this offseason, not better. So for me, I still feel like Julio has amazing upside. Matt Ryan will probably be the quarterback all year. So there's still a great connection there. And then this whole conversation, hey, what about Calvin Ridley? Calvin Ridley is the wide receiver 1 there.
Yeah.
Look, I have said this all last year, and I'll say it again. A healthy Calvin and a healthy Julio is the best case scenario for both of their fantasy outlooks because it allows them not to be only on one-on-one coverage. So for me, I'm buying Julio. I don't know if you feel the same.
No, I'm definitely buying Julio, and I just had a thought, and I don't know why I haven't thought about this. Maybe I have. What if the Falcons stay at 4 and take Jamar Chase because they believe Julio is on the decline and is out in the next 2 years? Is that a viable scenario there? Is that something that they can see happening?
I don't want to say it's not a viable scenario because anything can happen, and we always see that in drafts. But it's really, really unlikely that a team that has so many holes would say, hey, you have to think about it. What's the best position for the Falcons? Wide receiver core.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say that they would, in my opinion, draft a wide receiver that early, but I don't know. Anything could happen. I just think about their offensive line, their defensive line, their cornerbacks.
I think about it as well. And
so
crazy scenario would just be Jamar Chase going to the Falcons, Julio getting traded, and them getting draft picks. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That's not anything. I don't think that's crazy. But anyways, I am buying Julio Jones for 2021. Okay. I'm 100% with you. I think it's Julio Jones. I think it was a great thing that you said there from 2014 to 2019. Julio only missed 4 combined games in that, 4 or 5 year span.
Yeah.
I mean, he was due to get injured, I guess to say.
Yeah. For sure.
So I love Julio Jones.
He also is a type of player who might pick up knick-knack injuries here and there, but he almost always plays through them.
Yeah, exactly.
There are certain injuries that you just can't play through. He tried to play through that hamstring, just didn't work.
Yeah,
So
and there was
I
times.
feel like a big part of this as well is, one, I actually do believe he has a bounce back and he has great stats. I think he could have a Pro Bowl year again. But two, his ADP is so crucial here. You're getting a guy that was drafted in the first round last year in the 4th round. I just feel like you can't lose with that value.
What wide receiver is he for you in this draft?
For me?
This year.
Like how high
Or
do
like,
I have him?
Is he a top? I'm asking his ADP. Is he going to be in the top 10 of wide receivers or the top?
I think he should be. I don't know that he will be.
I mean,
I think
if
he
you
should
think
be.
about it, what? Dalvin, Tyreek, DeAndre, DK.
Devontae.
Yeah, Devontae, sorry. Justin Jefferson.
Here I'll list off like the top guys, and let's figure this out quickly. Devontae Adams, obviously one. Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, DK Metcalf. Not in any particular order, guys. AJ Brown, Stephon Diggs, maybe Godwin, Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, Michael Thomas, Calvin Ridley. Those are all the wide receivers that were taken before Julio Jones in our mock draft 2 days ago.
Okay.
Now, personally, I'm betting on Julio over Michael Thomas this year. Right? I think I'm betting Julio over Chris Godwin.
Right, that's who I was going to ask. Okay.
I don't know that I can bet Julio over Keenan Allen. I think I'd prefer Keenan Allen. Mm-hmm. But, that's the kind of value where you're seeing him kind of fall. So, good value.
So, what, wide receiver 8?
Wide receiver 8 to 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the best of fantasy football. We got some more videos as well if you're feeling like it. And lastly, don't forget that you can support us and unlock exclusive content by signing up to our Patreon, patreon.com/fantasylandfam.